Hello, welcome on this training, on this lecture, on the part where we start to speak about Wem. So Wem is a software that not a lot of people know actually, but each time I do a demonstration or a POC with this product, each time my customers say, "Wow, wow, we need it," okay, because we have too many group policies. We want to have a way that we be sure that our Xen app and desktop are working, more, in the best performance and response time. And really, and the goal of WEM is really helping and maintaining the best possible login performance, okay, for user. This is what is doing WEM, okay. So WEM is really an extra solution. It's not mandatory, but it's a big recommendation to install WEM in your company. So what is WEM? Uh, like I say, each time I'm talking about WEM, I say that it's something intelligent. Okay, why? Because WEM will use an intelligent resource management and profile management technology. And what is your goal, of course? When you install XenApp and Xen Desktop, what is your goal? The goal that you need, and everybody needs the same goal, is to have the best performance on your Xen app and Xen desktop. And you want that the logon process is very fast. And of course, what do you need? Like everybody, you need that your application and the response time for your application is really very fast. So, so it's really a product that you can install with your Citrix Xen app, Xen desktop deployment. And remember that it's a software only solution. The other thing that really I encourage, I recommend all of you of using WEM is something fantastic is the resource management. So think about a world that you are you have the way to provide the best experience for user. Wow, of course I want it. I want WEM. And so WEM will monitor, sorry, and do analyze user and application behavior in real time. Wow, wow, this is fantastic. And then he will adjust intelligently your RAM, CPU, and I/O. Wow, so this is amazing. So he's doing really a real-time monitoring and say, okay, this user is using this application, the other one this application. So how can I make all this application working very fine, okay, because maybe this application using too many RAM or this one doesn't need it. So really I can adjust it. So if I have 50 user or 100 user, he will make decision. Wow, this is amazing. The other thing was very nice is the profile management, of course. If you just saw all my training on XenAppex and desktop, I'm talking about CPM, for example. Okay, but so this is really what is doing WEM. Okay, he will do the configuration for you for Citrix Profile Manager. So of course the Profile Manager, the goal is to deliver the best possible logon performance. So WEM replace, of course, most of the group policy object, logon, script, and preference. Okay, this is something fantastic. And how you do that? Sorry, just let me go back here. Sorry. So how you do that? You will deploy an agent on each VM or server. So you can deploy it on your Xen app, on your Xen desktop, on your MCS, PVS, okay? And the agent is really multi-threaded and apply change to user environment only when required. So that's really profile management, and you are sure that user always have access with the desktop as soon as possible. So remember, it's first he use intelligent resource management. Uh, like that, you have the best possible performance, desktop logon, and application response time. He's using a fantastic resource management. It's like IE, So, and you have the best experience. He's doing monitoring in real time and see all the applications that are run by your user. So this is, of course, for Xen app. And the profile management is to be sure that user have access to the desktop as soon as possible. This is this is really the goal of WAM. It's all this, okay? So it's really helping you and helping your IT, not all the time going on your server and saying, okay, what is the issue? What is the problem? Why this application is not fast? He will do it for you. Yeah, he will do it for you. So, so that's it. Okay, so it's so important that So all this is really an explanation about what is doing WAM. Okay, so CPU, a lot of usage here. So let's see here now after a technical component. Okay, so like you can see here, I have my management. Okay, so it's the web admin console. Okay, so this management here will have access. To the port that you must open to the admin console is the port. It must be, yeah, 8284. Okay, so 8284 is the port that you must open, and the agent was here. So the agent, you install it on your XenAppex and desktop. The agent, the port is 8286. So so here you have your console here, and here you have your server. Okay, so you must create a VM and install WEM in a new server here, and of course he will save everything on a SQL database here. So we have one, so it's okay, and he will create a WEM database here. And after the synchronization between the WAM will be done with a WAM local cache. Okay, so this is where all the information will come, so you can do a lot of things with WAM. Okay, uh, so remember that you have all this. Okay, so all this information, all this component is mandatory, of course. So when you install WAM on premise, you will use your Active Directory. Okay, so you will have to install your infrastructure services. It's the server that you have at the bottom of the slide, and you'll use SQL Server. Okay, of course. And after, you will add physical and virtual machine with WAM agent. Okay, when you install an agent on a physical computer, is to do something fantastic. Is the transformation. A transformation is that you're going to take a physical computer, maybe old computer, and you are going to do some magic. Okay, you're going to turn them like thin client. Really, this is amazing, like thin client. But normally you install them on your VM, of course, on your VDA. You can also install it on the cloud. Okay, so on the cloud, the, the the infrastructure services is maintained by Citrix Cloud. Okay, so you don't have to install it. Of course, this is the different. So uh, let's go to the next slide and see the different version you have. Okay, so like I told you, you have we're going to use the 4.7 version, but you have all the next version. Okay, so we'll use the 4.7. You have the WEM for 1808, 1811, and 1903. Okay, it's the last version. It's like XenApp. Okay, so it's following the same version. Okay, so that's the different version you can have. So how is the installation, the install step? Okay, that's where we'll see how to install the solution. Okay, so first you will have to install the server. So the name is infrastructure services. After, you have to start database management utility. It's going to create database on your SQL server. And after, you have to do some configuration about your infrastructure services. You will see that. And of course, configure the license server. After that, in step 6, you will have to install the console. And after, you will have to configure the configuration set. We'll see what is a configuration set. It's like a GPO. Okay, it's the same thing. You will apply configuration, but we don't use any GPO, of course. So we'll see that there is user and machine configuration. And something that I recommend is to restore the default recommended setting. It's some of the best practice, and Citrix did a lot of jobs. So the best practice is to restore the default configuration setting where you have most of the setting that's a recommendation that really fits all the organization today. After, remember something very important, it's a Windows software, so you will need group policies. So you will have to go on the folder agent and import your ADMX and ADML. And of course, the agent must know how to connect to the infrastructure server. So you will have to go on the policies admin template, classic admin, Citrix Wem agent host configuration, and type the IP of your server. And after, you just have to install the agent. Like this, the agent will be able to communicate with the server via the group policy information. And after you add the agent to the configuration set you created, but we will see all that, okay? So let's jump to the lab and install our first Wem server. Wow, 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 this will be fantastic. So welcome to Wem. I love it. I love it, okay? So really, this is something, if you want to be quiet, you don't want to manage all your server, install it and he will do all the work. And you can even apply setting like uh, like GPO, okay, creating map drive, creating registry entries. Really, it's fantastic. So let's go and now go to the next lecture, and we'll start to install the Wem. Bye bye.